Come with me to my first public humiliation ritual, aka the RHODE pop-up.
Here's my beautiful RHODE bag that I just waited 9 hours for.
Greedy as adults want to take as many as they can, they want to resell them, and they want to hoard them all.
Why do you need your outfit to match your Stanley Cup?
Me out of here! Oh my gosh.
We don't just buy things anymore. We buy identities, status, dopamine hits, and sometimes even literal chaos. Today, I'm breaking down some of the wildest examples of overconsumerism I have found on TikTok. Let's get into the video. So to start small, let's start with the stuff that's on everyone's makeup counter, on their bathroom counter. I know that your bathroom counter is cluttered with all of this makeup crap. If you don't have clutter, good for you, because my bathroom counter is, it's kind of cluttered and I don't even have that much makeup.
Hi, I'm Lainey, also known as the Overconsumption Girl, and today we're going to be showing you every single product that I have. So let's do a little tour. So this is my body care closet. I have the Bath & Body Works body creams up there. We have all of my shower gels from Bath & Body.
The shelves are bending.
Shut up! You guys know exactly where this is. This is my shower, and a lot of you might think this is crazy, but I actually love it, and that's my opinion. And then under here is nothing really important. You guys have never seen what's under here before, but it's a mess, so I'm not going to show you. But anyways, let's go back over here. And under here are all of my bar soaps. You guys have seen me open this so many times. Now let's go ahead and head over here, away from the cats, are all of my body scrubs. This is my perfume place. We have all of these perfumes right here. Here are all of my expensive perfumes. Here are all of my Sol de Janeiros. You got all of like the Kayali perfumes. You got some random ones from like TikTok shop, whatever. And then under here are all the body butters. I'm not even gonna open that whole thing because everything will fall on top of here, but, and then under here are all of my body lotions that aren't Bath & Body Works, aren't anything like that. And then under here are just a bunch of body sprays, mostly Victoria's Secret. And you guys have always seen my deodorant bins, but here they are back here. We have the Hemp's lotions that goes all the way to the back. And then under here, we have all of like the TJ Maxx perfumes and some Le Monde Gourmands. You guys want to see the makeup collection now? Cool, let's go to that. So here's my makeup collection. Yeah, I know it's a lot, but I don't care.
So skincare and makeup, I think, are the easiest entry point into this whole conversation over consumerism, because almost everyone's guilty of it just a little bit. Consumption for the sake of consumption.
This is a clear example of overconsumption. Yes, it's her money, but it's our planet. The waste has to go somewhere. And yes, definitely, it's the corporation's fault for putting the stuff into plastic packaging. However, there's no reason to buy this amount of stuff.
I know, especially back when I got into makeup in 2016, that was like the absolute best time to get into makeup, and everyone was doing hauls and it was just so exciting. So I know some of you might even have makeup from that time, from that exciting time between like 2015 and 2018 when it was really popping off.
Guys, I know I have a problem, and that's why I'm finally going to do something about it. Do you guys see all of these lip products? And then I also have all of these on my vanity. And no, these are not all of them. I still have more around my room, but I did not feel like getting all of them. But what I'm going to do here is pick out 5 lip products from here. I'm going to use up those products every day until Wednesday. Today is Friday. I'm not going to be able to get finished with all these lip products for another like 6 years. It's crazy.
So it's not even just beauty where people are overindulging in consumerism. We have somehow turned water bottles into the exact same phenomenon. TikTok has turned something that is purely functional for holding liquid into a status symbol and a collectible. Through scarcity drops and I guess different color releases.
Have you ever noticed that every few years there's a new viral water bottle? In the 2010s, you had a Camelback water bottle, easy to sip out of, may or may not have had your college logo on it. Not saying this was me. Then you got a Swell, the skinny one that looked cute on your desk, but you could barely fit an ice cube in it. Then it was a Yeti for those who wanted to feel outdoorsy. Then the Hydro Flask era came and went. Then the Stanley Cup became the newest accessory for every single 25-year-old woman out there. And now we're in the Owala era. If you look at an Owala, it's not objectively a better water bottle than a Hydro Flask. So it's not about the quality of the water bottle itself, rather wanting to feel like you're part of something. Signaling to others what brand your identity aligns with. That's why there will always be another water bottle trying to be the newest it water bottle, because the moment that everybody has the same water bottle, it becomes over commoditized, and we'll need something else to signal to people, this is who I am.
Let's pick a cup for today. Today is Dia de los Muertos. Sadly, I didn't get the cup, so we're gonna go for something new. It's Hammer Tone Silver. And for a boot, we're going for a black one. Let's see, we're gonna go for the plain one. And for a straw, we're gonna use the white one out of here. There it is. And for a straw topper, we're gonna go for the black flower. And that's cup for today.
All right, y'all. My best friend and I are outside of Starbucks. It's 9:20 something. They close at 9:30 and then open back up at 4:30 a.m. But the bear cup comes out and we wanted to make sure we got it. So we're the first people in line. Immediately, yes. We wanted
9:15.
We wanted to do the drive-through, but it's just safer to do, you know, to try to go in the lobby, like wait outside. So it is what it is. Hopefully we get this cup. They confirmed that the worker came outside and he talked to us and he said he's gonna let his coworkers know who work tomorrow morning that we've been out here and that we should get one. Plus we're first in line, we're gonna get it.
They know our face too.
We come here all the time, so.
So could you imagine, you're working your shift, you're ending the night, you see these two girls like, hey, you know, we're gonna be closing. Oh no, we know you're closing. We just are waiting here for tomorrow morning so that we can get the next Starbucks cup. Mind you, I did a video on Starbucks cups a few months ago, not even a year ago, and they couldn't even wait like a full year to drop a new Starbucks cup, but this one has a pink hat, right? It's a cute pink hat instead of the green hat for the Starbucks cup. When does consumerism end? When does it come to a point? How many of these trinkets do you need that you could easily find on, and I'm not saying you should do this, but you could easily find on the Temu, right? On the Amazon. Why do you need to camp out? And what makes me laugh a little bit, you know, give me a little giggle, is they're like, yeah, they already know us, so they're gonna tell their coworkers in the morning that, hey, these two girls are out here waiting for a cup. I know, and I'm not saying they should be doing this, but I know those Starbucks employees are giggling in that group chat that someone is waiting for this. But yeah, the craze on water bottles isn't even contained to water bottles. It does creep into the Starbucks cup as well. I don't know what it is about needing something interesting to hold your liquid that, honestly, babe, you probably don't even drink enough water as is. So I don't know why you're buying all of these. Are you really trying to convince yourself to stay hydrated when you barely drink water? Please. So if you think adults losing it over water bottles is wild, wait until you see what they're doing with the children's toys.
I have the one and only 24 karat gold Labubu. Now, this is real 24 karat gold, made in the form of a Labubu. Now, he weighs 200 grams. It cost us £20,000 to have him made. They melted down basically gold bars and they put it into a shaper thing that was the shape of a Labubu.
My Labubu room. I want to show you the entire collection, so here we go. Leave a like, leave a comment. Here is such an iconic Labubu collection, even Mococo from Popland, exclusive. And so these Labubus right here, I dressed them up. Even more up here. Show you these.
Although need is in the name of a Need-oh, you do not need that toy at all. Like, you just don't need this toy.
Hey guys, today I just wanted to show you all of my Need-ohs. If you are number 1 to 15, you're guaranteed Need-ohs. After that, we have dumplings, but you...
Notice how every single person in that line is a grown-ass adult? And see, this is why the Need-oh hype makes me so mad, because it's literally grown-ass adults taking away a children's toy. Like, these squishy toys that were made for kids, made for children, are being ruined because these greedy-ass adults want to take as many as they can, they want to resell them, and they want to hoard them all.
The overconsumption final boss of squishies being a children's store owner is so dystopian. I cannot decide what's crazier, this collection or the fact that she films trade negotiations with 7-year-olds. When she has this many squishies, this is a warehouse. These kids bring in these cool, rare squishies and then she trades them for like Dollar Tree squishies. It just doesn't make any sense. I support buying secondhand, trading, things like that, 1,000%, but not when it feels like we're watching a 7-year-old on an episode of Pawn Stars. Why do I feel like they're funding her inventory? This is like influencer culture meets resale culture meets family vloggers and people that exploit children for content. And most of the kids are too shy to say that they don't want that trade. She needs to be the adult in this situation and make sure that they're happy with what they're trading.
Okay, I understand we are really obsessed with the squishy stuff. There's a bunch of different toys where you can squish and prod, but the lines, the chaos, taking toys away from children, it's a little unnecessary in my personal opinion. I don't know why you would need to do this, but again, I have never fallen for sort of toy hype. We don't need to be acting foolish over some kids' toys. That's all I gotta say. But keeping up with that child theme, adults are snatching up clothes that are not meant for them.
I finally got my hands on the new Loveshack Fancy X Target clothing collection. Let's try them on. I'm a petite, so I still fit into kid sizes. I guess being short does have its benefits. This dress is so cute. Goes perfectly with my new tote bag. This is the second one. Honestly, so comfortable. How it's made out of cotton. I love it. I also got the accessories. That is perfect. Okay, but the blue is also eating. Oh my god, and the skirt has pockets? Wait, this one does too. I am obsessed with this combo. This is how it looks on the shoulder. I had to get this one too. It matches my Stanley and the Wild collab with Loveshack Fancy. This is a—
Remember when we were talking about Stanleys? Why do you need your outfit to match your Stanley cup? Girl.
whole reusable deodorant. I'm genuinely obsessed. Then I got these PJs. They are so comfy. I love the little bow detail. I also got these shorts. These ones come with pockets, but this one does not. That's everything I got. I also bought these sweatpants, but they haven't come in yet. Everything was so cute. I low-key want more.
I love the comments. They're like, isn't it for children? This isn't it. I'm irritated. Bigger girls already have a hard time finding clothes that are cute and fit them. Let the little fat girls have their own cute clothes in their sizes. Coming from a former little fat girl. And you know what? As a former little fat girl as well, this would have been nice. My mom would have been so happy to dress me in something like this. Now, of course, if there was an abundance of sizes, especially bigger sizes for people, because you know what, America, we do skew a little bit fatter. Sorry, we do. It's very weird to me. People are saying it's weird. Why are we infantilizing ourselves? I don't think we should be comparing clothes like that. If you are a grown woman and want to wear stuff like that, I think you should be allowed to. We shouldn't have clothing necessarily that is considered more adult unless it's like on people who are, you know, ladies of the night, people of the night, right? That should be what's inappropriate for children to wear. But wearing children's clothes, I'm more upset for the bigger girls not being able to wear these clothes. That's my what I'm upset with. So let's talk about the RHODE pop-up disaster that occurred in Rhode Island. So this is one of the videos that actually made me stop my scroll because I could not believe women and I think some men were putting themselves through this sort of pain. So it gave me the idea to create this video, this whole video. So influencer driven hype is escalating past fun marketing and into actual danger for many people that were waiting in line at this pop-up.
Come with me to my first public humiliation ritual, aka the RHODE pop-up in Newport, Rhode Island. I got in line at 8:30 a.m. and initially the vibes were hopeful. I thought I was in a pretty good position. Handed us water to keep us hydrated. And shortly after that, security came by and gave us wristbands. One of my friends was super ahead of me in line and she asked if I wanted anything. So I asked her to get me the RHODE hoodie. She secured the hoodie and came and dropped it off to me in line. That was a good move because by the time I got up there, it sold out. Nitro Bar was handing out banana lattes, and the Grand Dame herself made an appearance. Spoiler alert, Hailey Bieber did not show up. I didn't expect her to be there, but I didn't actually know what to expect at all. And Livy handed out these cute bracelets, Newport and Rhode Island Hallelujah. I got the Newport one. Inched closer to Bowen's Wharf, finally tracked down one of the Nitro Bar lattes. It was delicious. I had 2 coffees while I was in line, one from Springline, one from Nitro. I handed out these scratch tickets and a wish list on the back. I didn't win anything, but the girl in front of me did. I had people coming around to the line so you could shade match to know what you wanted when you got up to the kiosk. Before I checked out, I got over here where they had popsicles. Finally checked out at 6:30 p.m. and the haul is already posted.
And I know some of you might be thinking, well, why didn't she just have her friend buy the makeup? I think you actually do want to try testing it. I don't know if they had the colors online, but even if you do see the actual colors and see the ingredient list and the pigments, you still need to be able to swatch the makeup on. So I get that part. And I'm like, oh, it would be so much easier though if you could just be like, hey girlie, here's my credit card, like buy me this, buy me this blush. But it wouldn't be the best thing, right? And then with the Hailey Bieber thing, Hailey Bieber was in Rhode Island, which is the funniest thing, but she was with influencers, right? Paying customers, honestly, fuck y'all. I'm gonna get your money anyway, but I need to pay these influencers who are gonna make you want to spend more of your money because you're going to be influenced. As much as people don't like influencers, influencers do actually do their job, right? They do influence you to buy things. But damn, you couldn't make an appearance like for one of the pop-ups. Hailey, it would be nice if she came, but again, I don't think that you guys are that important to her, right? What's in your wallet is important to her. That's my personal opinion.
I'm in Rhode Island with RHODE. I just got to my room and I want to give you guys a little room tour because it is absolutely insane. First off, it's like a mini little house, little backyard area. This is super cute. I also have my own private hot tub. Come up here. This is the room. When you walk in, the bed, of course, a bunch of RHODE goodies. I'm actually freaking out. I'm trying to keep my cool. Walk into the bathroom. Hi. A bunch of RHODE products. This is seriously like a dream come true.
We're gonna get into this pretty lengthy TikTok. I'm not going to play the full 10-minute long TikTok. We're gonna react to a little bit of it, but it goes to show how insane this whole experience was as a whole.
I'm pissed off. I'm actually pissed off. Let me give you a haul. Here's my beautiful RHODE bag that I just waited 9 hours for, right? You guys want to see what I got after waiting 9 hours? The glazing milk and a lip liner. But don't you worry. Don't you worry, because we also got RHODE tattoos and puffy stickers. Oh my god, we're so lucky, so blessed. And we got a little bag. I literally have so much I have to say about this fucking pop-up. I need to take a minute. Like I said, right now it is 9:30 p.m. I just pulled into my house. I got to the RHODE pop-up at 9:30 in the morning, okay? 9:30 in the morning. I wrote down a list of complaints that I have. Number one, the fucking wait times, okay? One, the first thing we heard is that they're only letting 1,000 people in. They only have enough inventory for 1,000 people. Hence the wristbands, right? Hence what the wristbands were for. The first 1,000 people got a wristband. One, you should say that. You should have said that. You should have posted that you only have inventory for the first 1,000 people. Don't make it sound like the pop-up is from 11 to 8 p.m. and you can come in willy-nilly whenever you want.
To be fair, yes, RHODE pop-up really should have prioritized planning for this pop-up because the experience was absolutely stupid. Really dumb. Whoever planned it did a poor job planning it. Yes, they should have told the girls and the guys and gals that, yeah, only enough for the first 1,000 people. I think it was for that day specifically, right? Because, and to be fair to RHODE, you should expect a limited inventory, right? This is a pop-up, not a brick and mortar store. This is just a weekend or even a week-long thing, not something that is going to be ongoing. Additionally, girl, you can also, you don't need to get this makeup beforehand. I understand maybe if you are a content creator, influencer, and getting that makeup beforehand helps you to influence people before they actually go to the RHODE section of your Ulta or Sephora, wherever they are sold. You really could have just waited with the rest of us. But getting to a pop-up at 9, you really should be going for things that are so hyped, especially in such a small state, right? Rhode Island is our smallest state. It's like as big as a city. I think Los Angeles and New York City are way bigger than this state is. So you should have probably expected that all the Northeastern girlies and even some people might be traveling up to Rhode Island in order to get to this pop-up, but that's all right. Let's see what else she has to say.
The wristbands, right? The first 1,000 people got wristbands. So why were people without a wristband getting merchandise before the people with the wristbands? Why? You had fucking 10 security guards there. How are people cutting the line? How are people getting away with cutting the line, babe? Like, these wristbands should have been neon fucking pink, babe. Like, why is it nude?
So with that would piss me off as well. I can't imagine, like, I have the wristband. Why they made it nude, I think it's, you know, to go with RHODE's brand. It's a more calm, serene sort of brand. You know, the clean girl donut skin aesthetic. Okay, you really should not be selling to people that don't have the wristband on. That is definitely on road there. That would make me upset too if I'm waiting this long.
The merchandise, right? Which is what most people came for. The RHODE hoodie, the terry bag, the brush. Yes, you can get the makeup online. They had a bunch of whatever. If you only had 300 hoodies for the day, you should have said you only have 300. I don't know how many hoodies they had. But you should have said you only have 300 hoodies for the day. Obviously, we're not fucking daft. We know you're probably not going to have 1,000 hoodies, okay? But when they were handing out the wristbands and when you got your wristband, they literally said, this guarantees that you're going to get what you want. You're going to get anything you want. The wristband, if you get the wristband, you're going to get in and you're going to get what you want. Great. So here I am. I'm thinking 1,000 people. I'm number 700 something. Like, maybe I'm going to get what I want. I know there probably wasn't 700 hoodies. Obviously, there wasn't 700 hoodies. But, like, if you only have 300 hoodies, you need to say that so that when people are waiting in line, like, they're not thinking they're going to get a fucking hoodie because you're not.
The merch isn't even that cute. It's kind of ugly. It's plain. The bag is ugly. The hoodie is ugly. Nothing was really all that cute for me. I thought people were going for the makeup, but I guess it's the collectible.
Because we got in that line at 9:30. Why the f did we not get our shit till 8 p.m.? Why am I waiting in line for 10 fucking hours, bro? Not even 1,000 people ahead of me. Are you, like, what? Okay, Sierra, bring it down. Bring it down. The communication of this entire thing is what really fucking got me, okay? Because I don't even know who the fuck he was, but the man I posted the video of, which I haven't even read the comments on, I'm gonna read them later. But him and his excuses was actually pissing me off. And at the end, he was the one that took my order. And at the end, when he was taking my order, he was really trying to, like, make us feel better. For one, they did update us throughout the day on what sold out. The first thing to go was, like, the terry bag and the brush. The hoodies actually took a minute to sell out. They only had extra smalls left, and they had 36. So I'm thinking they had 50 of each size is what I'm thinking. And the extra smalls were the only one fucking left. Who the fuck is wearing an extra small hoodie? Not me.
That's a good point, because a lot of women nowadays, whether they are petite or not petite, we are wearing more oversized clothing. That's like a thing, to wear baggier clothing. So I don't know who the extra small hoodies are, maybe for the kids. But definitely should have prioritized those bigger sizes for everyone.
So they were updating us on everything that was selling out, right? They were saying the bronzers were getting a little bit low. While we got closer on hour 7 of waiting, they said they're running out of the glazing milks, 3 and 4. Okay, most people are shades 3 and 4, especially in that line. So then I was pissed off. Because you don't have the brush now, you don't have the hoodie, you might not have the bronzer shades, and you don't have the glazing milks. What the fuck am I waiting in line for then? What the fuck were the wristbands for? If you have a cap at 1,000 people, but you don't have enough products for 1,000 people, then why the fuck are you promising 1,000 people that they're gonna get in and get products? So at this point, when we're towards the front of the line and they're saying they're low on bronzers and they're out of the glazing milks and, like, whatever the fuck else, people are getting pissed off because now we've been waiting 8 hours, okay? We are sunburnt. We're so fucking hot. We are dehydrated. Like, we're pissed off. Our feet hurt. If you get out of line to, like, go get food or something, you better hope that the people will let you back in, because then you're going to the back of the line, babe. Like, thankfully, everyone was making friends, so you could just get right back in your spot. But towards the end, when they were out of glazing milks and everything, a lot of people were leaving. A lot of people were leaving, as they fucking should.
But just wait. Imagine this, you get out of line.
But then magically, 30 minutes later, they restocked everything. So all the makeup was there. All the skincare and all the makeup was there. The only things they didn't have were the terry bag, the brush, and the fucking hoodie. Whoop-de-fucking-do. So all those people that just waited 8 hours for, like, the glazing milk and the bronzers and the lip, they left. And then it restocked. Do you know how fucking mad I would be?
And remember, she said this is by hour 8. She got in line at 9, okay? And then 5 p.m., right? Just clocked in, did a 9 to 5, and you don't even get the product. This was so poorly planned, but also it should be expected to get in line a little bit earlier. Also, though, you need to stock better. I don't know. What do you guys think about this madness? All of that we just saw is what happens at a mass market level. So now let's take a look at what happens when brands manufacture that same scarcity on purpose at the pinnacle of the market. So if you're unaware, like I once was, luxury brands don't just sell products, they sell exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And no one, not even the luxury brands, can afford to have exclusivity. And No one does it like Hermes. You genuinely cannot just walk in and buy a Birkin bag. There's this whole episode of Samantha from Sex and the City where she is trying to buy a Birkin bag, but they're putting her on a wait list. She's like, I have money for it. They're like, yeah, a lot of people have money for a Birkin bag. You're not special. What makes you special to get this bag is if you have rapport with the company, you have spent money.
Why did no one tell me that you can't just buy a Birkin bag? You need to be offered one. And for that to happen, you need to build a relationship with the brand and sales associate. You need to be a regular customer and spend money at Hermes, and maybe, just maybe, then you'll be offered one. You don't get to choose the size, color, style. Like, that's insane. Even Walmart lets you choose the color of your bag. But you pretty much have to accept, because once you decline, there's a low chance of you getting offered one again. And these bags range from $50K to $2 million. And then once you finally get your Birkin, take it out of the packaging, take it to dinner, it's instantly lost its value. And that's because Birkins have an insane reselling market, but only if it's unused and in original packaging. Pretty much, you're not buying a bag, you're buying a glorified financial asset. It's like getting a cake and then being told you can't eat it, touch it, or even look at it.
As we just saw, it's a sort of manufactured scarcity as a deliberate business strategy. You can't just buy a Birkin. You have to earn the right to spend tens of thousands of dollars to buy the Birkin. You can only imagine, as a wealthy person who is able to buy anything that they can dream of in this world, this is a challenge for them. And that challenge only makes them want a Birkin more. Sure, you can find dupes of Birkins, but you want to be like, I have the authentic Birkin that you can't even buy with money, but I have it.
I went to Hermes a couple times. Let's get started. What's my Dallas haul? It's been a minute, but you know what? I just couldn't get into it. It was just one of those things. So we'll start with a little twilly. I needed a twilly for my Kelly to go because I want to wear it as like a little clutch. So I got, and my mini, or my Kelly to go is gold with palladium herder. So I just got this pretty little thing. Yeah, it's just really simple. Oh yeah. So on my wish list is an Etaupe Birkin or Kelly, but probably a Birkin. And so I wanted to start collecting some Etaupe items. So when the bag comes, I've got all the accessories. So I went ahead and got an Etaupe Kelly belt. I love this belt. I want it in every color. It's so good. It's just the functionality of it. I just love it. Okay. You guys like to see the lock thing open, don't you? This. Oh my God. You are out of your spot. Another plate. Look at that. Look how gorgeous. This is actually going to go to our golf house. Think of a golf house as like a lake house. Instead of a lake house, we have a golf house. Next question is going to be, do you golf? No. I can golf, but I'm not a golfer. Maybe one day. This is going to be on display there. Look at these little rubber sandals. So perfect for summer. You guys are only like $4.50, which for Hermes is like a steal. Yeah, so cute.
Okay, let me just pause it there, and we're not gonna finish this. She said, oh cute, these sandals, rubber, only $450. Like, I know Hermes is expensive, and realistically, I'm thinking everything here is minimum $1,000 for how many times you've, taken a breath onto the item. But goddamn, like, that is, wow, that's insane here. And the comments are like, not me watching from District 12. Hermes is a social experiment. And I genuinely do believe that because, again, she doesn't even have the Birkin bag. It sounds like she's manifesting this Kelly Birkin, which, how much is the Kelly Birkin? And it's an affordable price, right? A normal Kelly, though, to bring us back down to earth, is $13,700. Not too bad, right? So this woman can clearly buy 1,000 Kellys if she really wants to. But she has to do all of this. It sounds like maybe she even needs to do brand promotion in order to even get the Kelly. She does not have the Kelly bag yet. For me, that's an example of extreme consumerism at its absolute peak in luxury. But let's bring it back down to earth, right? To something that we can all purchase and discuss a brand that's a little bit more accessible. So you may have heard this brand come up in conversation, seen it on social media, or just pop up on your For You page. But Parke is a brand created by Chelsea Parke Kramer back in 2022. And it all started when she introduced a viral mock neck sweatshirt back in 2023 after sharing, her personal prototype on social media, and people love the mock neck. Never seen so much love for a mock neck sweatshirt in my life, but Parke hit it out of the park.
Good morning, it's 6:45 in the morning and Jordan and I are at Target waiting for the Parke x Target collab, so cheers. Here's the line right now. We're just sitting here waiting. We have like 30 more minutes. Okay, this is what the line is looking like right now. It's like crazy long. Okay, we're walking in now. This is very intense. I'm really nervous right now. Help. I want the sweatshirt. I want the sweatshirt. Oh, I want the pants. Guess I'm a medium now. Me out of here. Oh my gosh. We got it. Feel like I was in a mosh pit. The racks are literally cleared. There's no sweatshirts left. There's like a couple PJs. Here's my Parke Target haul. I got the cream sweatshirt with the navy stitching, and then I also got the matching sweatpants.
I got the same sweatshirts as Lainey online, and then I'm getting these shorts and these two claw clips.
Cute. What was the point of that? So did you see how long that line was? I wonder if there was also some unsuspecting shoppers who are like, I guess we're queuing now. We're waiting in line to get into Target. Is it? I feel so bad for someone who just needs to go to Target for a random thing, a random item, not this dumb Parke sweatshirt thing. Girl, I mean, if you went to do this, like, whatever, fine. It's still kind of fun to go out with your girls, get your little coffee, your little frappe, and find an item that you really want. But oh my goodness, why were they cleaned out in like an hour, not even, in like 30 minutes? That is insane to me. For me, the funniest part is that allegedly, right, this brand participates in something called greenwashing, which is marketing itself as sustainable or ethically made while manufacturing tells a different story. It's not manufactured in the way that you are led to believe.
I just want to give a shout out to influencers that literally post everything about their day-to-day online, especially the ones that are cosplaying as like major fashion designers. Because while you're posting your color palette and pics of your computer, I can find a lot out about your company and how you work. Identify that you're sourcing from Alibaba. It's always up on your tabs. Anyway, so a couple weeks ago, I was able to figure out a few suppliers of Parke just through her TikTok videos. Like, she has a lot of papers and things in her videos. I don't know if she's aware of that, but she probably will be soon. And that connected me to Qingdao Guang. The products on Qingdao Guang, they look a lot like some of the ones that are on Parke. I'll just give you some for price comparison. So the striped boxer pants versus the Alibaba wholesale price. Like, unfortunately, I was only really able to connect that one to her. However, this is a testament to perseverance, okay? I decided to not give up. I went back and I kept going through some of the videos, which probably helped her in the creator fund. But okay, we got another one, and I think that this is going to be the denim supplier. So if you look in the corner down here, you'll see just a little page, a little something. Looks like the name of a supplier. And it says Zhongshan Zhuo Yu. I'm working on my pronunciation, okay? Don't kill me. We typed that into Google, you know? We aren't the FBI here. We don't have all the resources. Per usual, Alibaba pops up at the top. So it looks like the supplier is mainly focusing on denim. Interesting. And here's some pictures of what it looks like inside of the factory. But I don't know, she'll probably never post those pictures. Might not match the vibe. And before you say like, no, her denim was actually like sustainable and upcycled. I'm pretty sure that's how the brand started, like doing upcycled Levi's denim and then putting their label on it. But it says here in this like really tiny text that Parke decided to take denim manufacturing into their own hands in 2024. Which, if I remember correctly, I think that's actually deceptive designer talk for these people are actually going to make your clothes for very cheap. We're going to sell them for around $200 a pop, but we're actually going to buy them in really large quantities at this price. Just another little price comparison for you there too. Because even if we pretend to make them, they will come and they will buy. Even like her sister-in-law said in this quote that basically they can make whatever they wanted. It could be garbage bags and people would buy them. Gross. They also said that their core values are sustainability, community, and transparency, even though there's really no mention about garment workers, their living wages, or even environmental sustainability on their website or their social media.
And so I think everything that she said in that video is very eye-opening. It's some stuff that I didn't know about how manufacturing works. Again, this is all alleged. Just stuff that she found based on initial pictures posted by the influencer that created this brand in the first place. Every single one of these examples that I have shown to you today runs on the same handful of tricks: manufactured scarcity, social proof, thrill of the chase, and the promise that buying the right thing says something about who you are. It's all designed to just make you buy more, and more, and not be content with the items you already have and could be cherishing right now. And I'm not saying at all that you shouldn't go out and jump on trends and buy things that you like that are trendy. But if you're just buying them because it is a trend and you're going to replace that with the next cycle, maybe think a little bit harder on what you're spending your money on. So what do you think? Are you a trend hopper? Are you a trendsetter? Do you just not give a crap about trends in general? Let me know in the comments. If you like videos like this, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. And I think you'll like this video on why thrifting is not what it used to be.